Okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, we're back.
Yep, Ladies, Evil, and I'm Christine.
I'm Tina,
Thanks for watching.
and we're gonna do the Village's Buzz.
Yeah.
It's been a while. We've been trying to find what's going on, and we'll kick it off with a mac and cheese fest.
Mac and cheese fest. Wow. That sounds filling.
Who doesn't like mac and cheese?
Everybody loves
Okay.
mac and cheese.
But that's Lady Lakes. That's June 8th at the Wildwood Community Center. And do you have a good mac and cheese recipe?
Only what I made for my kids on the reg when they were kids. I always had boxes of Kraft macaroni and cheese so that I could always make them some kind of dinner, and they still like it. Yeah, they still, you know, I was at my daughter's house for the last few days, and she had Annie's mac and cheese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The organic?
Yeah, the organic.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a favorite mac and cheese?
No, just as long as someone else made it besides me.
You know what I don't get when they make lobster mac and cheese.
Oh.
Because lobster, it needs to be lobster and nothing else,
Okay.
in my opinion. What
Well,
do you
you're
think?
a New Englandy
Lobster snob.
Okay, you said
Lobster-
it, not me.
Lobster
Okay,
snob,
there
I'll
you go.
say it.
Because I don't see anything wrong with it. cheese and lobster.
Okay.
But if you have a good recipe, you could enter the competition.
Yeah.
And then we have our friend Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
The Enrichment Academy is open.
Yep, she told us that the brochure was coming out, the catalog, so you can look up any kind of classes that you like, and indeed it came out March 20th.
Yes, and there's all new courses, but her course is the congratulations on your retirement. Now what?
Now what?
That's on. She's offering that on Thursday, June 13th. So if you want to sign up for that, it's only $20.
Why not? That sounds like a good investment in yourself.
Exactly. And then I think I asked you this before, but do you act? Do you act at all?
I don't act, but my husband has done some acting.
Oh,
Yes.
maybe he could do this.
I tell him all the time.
They're doing auditions for The Wizard of Oz, which is my all-time favorite movie. And they're open auditions. I think it's just the players within the villages. At Lake Miona on April 13th from 9 to 2, and Seabreeze on April 12th from 1 to 2:30. And then the performance will actually be November 24th. So,
Whoa.
what do you think Paul would be a good character for in The Wizard?
He'd be the wizard.
The wizard?
Yeah, the big, all-powerful, all-knowing.
The man behind the curtain?
Who is that man behind the curtain, really? I think he'd be a good wizard because he's got a big voice.
A powerful voice?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, well maybe you can get him to audition. And I did see one of those performance like this that the villagers do. It was Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Yes.
Which I love that movie. My friend Erica and I used to always quote the "Don't take the cork off the fork" when they stuck his. He was wearing the eye patch, but it was very cute. It was cute and fun and entertaining stuff. And then we have another festival coming up.
Oh, is it the Blueberry Festival?
The Blueberry
'Cause
Festival.
after strawberry comes blueberry.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that's April 19th from 4 to 9 at Brownwood.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a big store opening.
Yes, the big PGA Superstore. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I've been following it because I heard that on the day that they open, they're going to be all kinds of giveaways and crazy things, and it was while I was away.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday. I just got in late last night. But
I'm surprised you didn't fly in early to be there. Our golf ambassador.
I know. I would have gone, definitely.
Have you ever been in one of those stores?
I have. Yeah, there's one in
What's it
Orlando
like?
I've been in. It's like it's like the Lowe's for home, repair of golf. They have like every single designer clothes, like including like Lily Pulitzer, like a whole area, all the designers. They have lots of used clubs, lots of new clubs, big hitting bays, so that if you wanted to try any clubs, you could try them. It's just huge. It's great.
I'd say they probably would do well here.
They should do well here. They really should. It's in the spot where there was a behind Mission Barbecue is where it is. Because I'm a big fan of Mission Barbecue. It's where there used to be the good Earth Food, like an organic food store used to be there. That came and went pretty quickly. So that's where it is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a new executive, well, not a new executive, but a reopening, the
Reopening.
Belmont.
Long awaited. That's where I used to live over there. I used to love that course.
Yeah.
Yeah, they abut some fields where there's like livestock. It's kind of cool. It's a different kind of a view when you go play there. So I'm really excited that that's opened up again.
Okay. That was reopening the 9th, which is, I guess, soon. Is that
Depending on
in a
when we
couple
post
days?
it.
Yes.
Yeah. Today's the 7th when we're taping. But.
And then I had one other weird, like a strange thing happen for me. I woke up one morning, I was supposed to play, was it last? No, it was 2 weeks ago on a Saturday. I went to walk my dog because I was going to play golf, and I walk out and there's water gushing out of the side of my house.
Gushing
like
out of the side of your house?
Yeah, from like a pipe thing. It wasn't even a pipe thing, but it's like a geyser coming out, and I'm like, what the heck?
From your house?
Yes.
Not the grass?
No, not the grass.
Oh, boy.
Like the pipes on the house. So I go in, I turn off the water.
Good job.
And I call Nellie, and I go, what do I do with this? And she goes, look at the box on the thing. And, because I called the main number.
The water department, maybe?
For the villages, like the warranty department, because I didn't know where to start.
Yeah.
And then they told me to call the plumber that's listed on your box. So I call the plumber. He comes.
Meanwhile, the water's gushing.
Well, I turned it off.
Oh, right.
And so I was hoping he would come so I could make my tea time, but he didn't. I waited 4 hours, and he came, and you know what it was? It was like a little screw cap on something, and the top of the cap had busted off, and all he did was replace the cap.
Yeah, but... Yeah.
And that was it. I had to wait 4 hours for... But the interesting thing is that a week ago, someone from the villages called me and said, we noticed your water level popped up, like because of all the time that it spent gushing out.
Oh.
So they noticed it they monitor that, and they said they were checking to see if you were home, what was going on, was there a problem, or you just had lots of people, like whatever it was. And I said, no, actually I had a problem, but it was nice that they bring it to your attention. And they give you there's a form you can fill out for credit, like that you had this problem.
Like an abatement, and so you're not going to get charged the water?
Right. If you qualify, you fill out the form, but it's a once in a lifetime. I don't know if it's like a once in a household in case you move, but it was a once in a lifetime. She said it's a one time only. So if you want to save it in case you have something really big, but this was like a $50 difference. But it was a huge spike in my water. So I just thought it was interesting.
Good to know that you can get that.
Exactly. I thought it was interesting that you could do that.
And that they proactively called you.
Yes. I thought that was nice.
And a $50 upcharge in the water doesn't even sound like it's that dramatic.
But if you look at the little, how it does the graph?
The graphs.
This one went
way up. Yeah.
Way up.
Yeah.
And then I also saw someone had posted that their friend's going to be opening up a premium cigar lounge here called Holy Smokes.
Holy Smokes. Cigar and wine lounge.
Yeah.
Now, do you smoke cigars?
I haven't in a long time. You know what? It's occasionally. I don't like the smell of it anymore if someone else is smoking. It's okay if I'm smoking. But I don't want to smell somebody else smoking.
Okay.
Does
They must
Paul?
have some lady cigars by now
I'm
that
sure
aren't
they
as
do.
offensive.
Yeah.
I
would think.
Yeah. No, Paul does not smoke cigars. No.
So you guys won't be going there?
I'm not going to run there.
Okay.
No.
But
I do already like Garvino's because, well,
It's
I
cute.
guess it's the same way. They probably have the smoking section in a closed off room. So that if you wanted to, you wouldn't imbibe the whole entire spot with the smoke.
I like that because you see them in the glass enclosed and then you're over on the other side having your wine or whatever. But, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but they'll have wine, beer, and coffee with music. So maybe I would go there for the premium coffee.
Yeah. And it's near the Villages Hospital across by First Watch.
Yeah, that's what they said. And then there's those, I think you talked about this before, but the free group.
Yeah, they
small
must do it
class.
quarterly or something along those lines where you can take a introduction to certain of these games that they have at many of the rec centers, and you could get introduced to like 4 games in one lesson. So it's corn toss, bocce, shuffleboard, and masters tennis.
Do you know what masters tennis is?
That's the only one that we went, and I did do the masters tennis. I thought, oh, this isn't going to be for me. It's for people who are masters at tennis. But indeed, in fact, what it really is, it's sort of like a shortened court for for people who want to play tennis but aren't really interested in doing so much running around. So it's a shorter court. And it's a less wide of a court. And I don't know if every single tennis court in the villages has these painted lines on it, but certainly the one at Isel does, and I'm imagining that the one at, where's these classes at? All over, I guess. There's 3 small group lessons, but
I don't think it said
it made
which one.
for people who want to play and don't need.
Oh, Bradenton. Sorry.
Bradenton Rec Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good because these games are also great for when you have company, like corn toss, bocce, shuffleboard. You have company coming and you want to do something, and like golf might not really be what they want to do the whole time. You can know what you're doing with these. I mean, bocce is so much fun.
Really?
Yeah.
I never played.
So much fun.
I'll have to try it.
Yeah.
I'm a big book person. I have my little library here, but the Friends of the Villages they're having their book sale. They do it every so often, but it's the library at Pinellas, and that's on Saturday, April 15th from 10 to 2. But you can go in and they have them by different categories, and you can get like bags of books for like a few dollars. So
I should get some of those for guests. So would be good to have in the house.
Or for grandkids.
Yeah.
When they come.
Yeah, that's a good heads up.
You could do that. Another fun thing, I was golfing yesterday, and we were talking about golf carts, and then this one friend, Ron, goes, "But does your golf cart have this?" And he shows me, and it's a little shot glass dispenser for...
The cups?
Yes,
The
the little
cups.
tiny red solo cup shot glass.
Yeah.
You know, for when you get a birdie,
When you
for
get a
birdie
birdie.
juice.
Mhm.
So I had to order one.
Did you?
I was like, I want one, but they only sell it on Etsy. It's not on Amazon or whatever. So they gave me the link, and I placed my order yesterday. So I'll show you when I get it.
When you get a birdie?
Right.
Okay.
But so what is it when you do birdie juice? For people who don't know.
For people who don't know, if you get a birdie, which is 1 under, in other words, if it's a 3 and you get a 2, if it's a 4 and you get a 3, or 5 and you get a 4, it's a birdie. So it's a great kind of a little feat if you get a birdie. And some golfers like to celebrate with their foursomes, and everybody imbibes in a birdie juice, which is often whatever people like. A lot of times
Whatever
it's
they like to
Fireball.
drink,
I mean, I don't know what you've had at yours, but I keep
like a birthday cake.
Ooh,
mix.
like a vodka that's a birthday
And
cake
someone was just
flavor?
telling me that they had, they forgot to bring it, but it was a salted watermelon something. Yes.
Wow.
I said, I want that.
So that sounds really good. So not too sweet, because
Yeah.
some of them are very, very sweet.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah,
they also have a shot dispenser. So you're talking about a shot glass dispenser. At the golf shops, or at least Southern Oaks, I know I've seen it there. They have this big tube.
The stick.
That
That's
goes
what
like
the guys are all talking about.
It
in my
goes
group.
in with your golf clubs, just like
liquor
it was a
stick.
golf club, and it has a little, push dispenser, and then you take what you just said, and you can just pour it without fumbling with your.
What's he doing?
Not for doggies.
And then on that line, there's the governor just signed something into effect, which was the
Bigger bottle law.
yes, the
bigger bottle allowance law.
for wine that you can start in July 1st. What is it that they can buy now? What size?
So they're allowing for several larger sizes than they had allowed in the state of Florida before. So 4.5 liters, 6, 9, 12, and 15 liter glass bottles. So
a 15 liter is 20 bottles of
20
wine.
bottles of wine. What would you do
It's
with
called
that?
a Nebuchadnezzar. Who knew
Sounds
it
like
even had a name?
Ebenezer Scrooge.
Who knew it had a name? But
Yeah.
I
What
guess
would you use it for?
I guess like for weddings and
A big gathering.
parties.
It's probably very
Maybe
showy.
when you have a really big ladies' lunch.
Yeah, I mean, I could use one of the smaller ones for my polo party coming up. We're going to the polo field with my golf group, and there's like about 25 or 26 women who have signed up, and I want everyone to have champagne.
You can just roll up with your giant bottle.
Yeah, and just fence it out and just get the champagne and stomp the divots. I could use that. I wanted to see if they have it.
Okay.
The champagne.
And then Leesburg, a friend was just telling me about this, but Leesburg is having this big bike fest. April 26th to the 28th. They're expecting 150,000 people.
That's crazy. That's like all of the villages plus a little.
Maybe all the villages is going there. But it's, have you been there before?
We did skirt around it. Like we went to Leesburg. We struggled mightily to get a parking spot, and there were a lot of biker.
But it's like food
folks.
and music. And
Yeah. Walking in the streets are closed, and
is it like people displaying their bikes, or like what is it?
Some people are displaying their bikes. It's just, like you said, it's where people who like to bike can gather together and show off their bikes and eat and drink and just kibitz with each other. We had such a hard time parking that we sort of like scattered, and we just sort of skirted it and just spied it from the outside. I mean, we've been to the one up in New Hampshire. It escapes me now. The big bike fix in New Hampshire, and it's quite a big deal.
A big experience.
Yeah, it's fun.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
And then lastly, there was a video that the villages sent out, like kind of keeping us up on the progress of Eastport, and I think that's generated a lot of excitement, like of what it's going to look like, and the renditions of stuff, and the layout, and how it'll be a little more European look.
Yeah, some of their thoughts behind some of the decisions that they made, and what you can expect when you're experiencing there. Like, I really like the part about how the dragon boat body of water is going to be so big, and you're going to be able to walk all the way around it. She didn't say like how long that would be, did she? Like, was it a mile or two,
many
or
miles,
whatever? But it looked really nice.
Yeah,
it looks like it's going to be quite the experience.
And the whole music thing, I like the whole outdoor, and I think it's all walkable. So, now when you go to a town square, you park, you can drive through, usually around the circle. But here, I think it sounded like you have to park on the outside, and then everything will be walking on the
that's what it sounds like.
inside. So that looked fun, and they'll have like some interesting metal statues, like they do at Brownwood,
and murals, and the Olympia
the rec center,
sports center
indoors.
It's going to be right there. It's pretty big, and there's going to be a lot of indoor sports, which is rock climbing, pickleball, tennis, some volleyball. They said it's going to be indoors now.
Yes.
So that's something new for us.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
Very exciting.
Everybody I talked to was excited about it. So
they didn't tell us exactly when. I love keeping.
If anyone wants to call us and tell us,
or come on the show if you know. Yeah, we'll have you.
Okay. And that's all we got.
That's all we got today for the Villagers Buzz.
Yes.
So thanks a lot for listening, and we really appreciate you, and we really like it when you subscribe to our channel and share a video that you like with others. It really helps us to continue doing what we do.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.